So Abby, P2 in race one here at Thruxton, and it's good to get a podium on a normal grid as well as the reverse grid at Brands, and it was a chaotic race up there with the red flag.
Yeah, I mean the red flag made it pretty chaotic, and I'm happy that the 2XL drivers are okay. They managed to get out and are walking about. It looked pretty scary, so I think it's just a testament to how safe these cars are getting. And yeah, it was a pretty tough race. I managed to make my life a bit hard at the start. I dropped down to fifth before the red flag, and then for the restart, starting fifth again. So yeah, a bit frustrating with that. Managed to kind of pick away and chip at the people ahead, and make my way up to fourth. And then the two cars ahead, I saw them battling, and I just made kind of a good position. I positioned my car quite well to get the cutback on them coming out of the first complex, and then I don't know what happened after that, but yeah, it all kind of went really well, and quite happy with where I picked and chose my moments.
And how important is that to pick and choose your moments to make a pass and not just go for broke all the time, particularly when the margins are so fine out there?
Yeah, this track is a lot about momentum. Thruxton, if you lift or get a bit balked at the start of the straight, you're kind of messed up, but even before you get to the last chicane. So you got to race smart here, and yeah, I think we did an all right job that race to do that. It was just, I need to review what I did at the start, as I think on the first start, because I think it could have been better.
Was it the initial getaway at the start? Was it with the clutch?
No, my start's been really good off the line. My launches, I'm always kind of attacking the car ahead. It was more so just my positioning and decision making. I just needed to make a different decision at the first start, and I would have been running around in P2 rather than in P5. So it is what it is.
And how much of a factor is it that the pitch straight isn't straight and it's a curve? Does it come into your thinking when lining the car up on the grid?
No, not too much. I think at the front of the grid you're pretty perpendicular, or parallel to the track. So it's not too much of a thought process. It's more so just making sure you do the work before you get to the grid to get the heat in the tyre.
And is this result, in a way, even more of a confidence boost than the reverse grid win at Brands?
Yeah, I would say so. I think, the reverse grid race at Brands, I had so much pace, managed to pull out and stretch out a really, really big gap. But this one, it's special doing it in not a reverse grid race, and doing it where you've qualified at the front and you start at the front and you finish at the front. I think feels good, and it's a shame we couldn't quite get Deegan. There wasn't quite enough time, and by the time we'd all tussled, he'd got a gap. So yeah, hopefully next time.
And do you feel anything has clicked this weekend and you've made a step forward in driving?
I wouldn't say so. I think it's always been there. I think just a little bit of struggling in qualifying the last two race weekends, whether it was down to what I could control or not. So this weekend we just managed to get there, get in the kind of position to fight for wins and podiums, and maximise that and take it from there.
And what are you expecting tomorrow?
Well, it's a reverse grid race around Thruxton, so it's going to be hectic for sure. But I'm looking forward to it. I really love wheel-to-wheel battles in these cars. It's what I live for. It's so much fun. And yeah, the main race starting P4. Both of my starts today, they were really good off the line. So I think attacking again into turn 3 is going to be the aim, and see where we go from there.
Thanks so much.